Imagine you're sitting in the great hall of your palace in the city of Thebes. Oh, you are Pharaoh Amenhotep III, ruler of the Middle Kingdom. Your kingdom is powerful, but its very survival depends on one thing, the Nile River. The Nile is both the giver of life and a force of destruction. If it floods too much, it destroys villages. If it floods too little, famine sweeps across the land. As Pharaoh, you aren't just a political leader, you are the guarantor of Ma'at, or cosmic order. Managing time and resources isn't a choice for you, it's a divine duty. You can't afford to react to problems day by day. You need a system. Your scribes and your Grand Vizier, papyrus scrolls in hand, await your commands. Here are the 3 core principles you use to manage your time and your massive projects. The vision of eternity, you're not thinking about next year, you're thinking about generations to come. Your goal isn't just a good harvest, it's to ensure Egypt's prosperity for centuries. This vision of eternity guides all your short-term decisions. Dividing the natural cycle, life in Egypt is structured around the 3 seasons of the Nile, Ake, the flood, Parait, the planting, and Shimu, the harvest. You plan your major projects around these cycles. Massive construction projects are undertaken during the flood season, a time when farmers are idle and their labor can be utilized. The scribes scroll, as Pharaoh, you don't move every stone yourself. Your power lies in smart delegation. Your Grand Vizier is responsible for the entire project. Architects, engineers, and foremen each have specific duties. And most importantly, there are the scribes. With obsessive precision, they record everything, the number of workers, the amount of food consumed, the number of bricks made, and the daily progress. These scrolls are your tool for tracking progress and ensuring the project stays on schedule. A practical example, the Great Fayum Project. The problem, the unpredictable floods of the Nile threaten Egypt's stability. Pharaoh Amenhotep III's vision of eternity, I will tame the Nile's floods. I will create a massive reservoir that stores excess water during the inundation and releases it to the fields during the drought. I will turn the Fayum region into the breadbasket of Egypt. Executing the project with pharaonic techniques. Seasonal planning, the pharaoh orders the project of digging canals and building dams to begin during Ake, the flood season. At this time, farmers cannot work their fields and are available as a labor force. Delegation and tracking. Pharaoh sets the ultimate goal and vision. Grand Vizier manages the overall logistics and coordination. Engineers design a 12-mile canal, known as Bar Yesef, to divert Nile water into the natural Fayum Lake. Scribes record the progress every single day. Today, 1,000 workers moved 5,000 baskets of soil. 20 sacks of wheat and 10 jars of beer were distributed as rations. These detailed reports allow the pharaoh to keep his finger on the pulse of the project from a distance. The result, Pharaoh Amenhotep III successfully created an unparalleled water management system. He stored the Nile's excess water in a vast lake we know today as Lake Karen and transformed the Fayum region into one of Egypt's most fertile areas. This massive undertaking was not just an engineering feat but a masterpiece of time, resource, and personnel management, all shaped by a long-term vision. How to use the pharaoh's techniques in modern life. We may not have palaces and viziers, but the pharaoh's principles are surprisingly practical today. Define your vision of eternity, your long-term goals. Instead of getting bogged down in daily tasks, ask yourself, what is my Fayum project? What is the big, meaningful goal I want to achieve in my personal or professional life? E.g., learning a new skill, launching a business, or improving your health. This vision gives meaning and direction to your daily actions. Seasonalize your life, use cyclical planning. Just as the pharaoh planned around the Nile seasons, you can divide your time into specific periods. Quarterly planning, for each season of the year, set 1 or 2 main goals. Weekly planning, at the start of each week, define the tasks that will move you toward those goals. Daily planning, time blocking like the pharaoh who allocated hours of the day to different tasks. You can set aside specific blocks of time in your calendar for your important work. Be your own scribe and delegate, use tracking tools and delegate authority. Your scribe scrolls are modern tools. Use project management apps like Trello, Asana, Notion, or even a simple notebook to record your goals, break them down into smaller tasks, and track your progress. Writing things down moves them from your mind into the real world. Learn the art of delegation. You don't have to do everything yourself. At work, delegate tasks to the right colleagues. In your personal life, ask for help from family or friends. Smart delegation frees up your time to focus on what matters most.